Alright, so for the first time since I've been doing videos of this nature, I must henceforth issue a warning of discretion. The reason being is because some of the content that some viewers might hear throughout the course of this video will be rather disturbing in nature as it involves children. So henceforth, viewer discretion is officially advised. Let's revisit a case that shocked communities on the west bank of Demerara. The December 1992 deaths of 3 children in Port-Join. This story covers a sickening crime, the court case that followed, and the years of debate about justice and due process that accompanied it. Stay with us as we detail the murders of Oral Hendricks. Much about his earlier life is not publicly available information, but what we do know is that at the time of his cold killings, he was 25 years old and shared a common law relationship with a woman by the name of Carol Braffett. By most accounts, the relationship was going perfectly fine. Carol had 3 children from a previous relationship: 2-year-old Travis, 4-year-old Althea, and 7-year-old Jason. Problems came about when Carol accepted a job away from home, leaving her 3 kids in the care of Oral. This arrangement went on fine for several months, but the more months that went by, the angrier the arrangement made Oral. With each passing day, his resentment grew stronger and stronger. On December 12, 1992, in the evening, Hendricks took the 3 children to a canal behind the village of Port-Join. With all of them standing there, shocked, confused, and pretty much don't know why they're there, first he flung 2-year-old Travis into the water and watched him drowned. Next, he proceeded in a similar fashion with 4-year-old Althea. He tossed her into the canal and also watched her drowned. One account recorded that moments before, Althea asked him, and I quote, "But uncle, is why you doing this to me?" before she was tragically thrown into the trench. Finally, 7-year-old Jason was thrown into the trench. He initially managed to swim to the other side to attempt to escape. Hendricks pursued him and used a knife to slash his throat. And if that wasn't enough, he then held the child's head underwater to ensure his death. After the act, Hendricks went to his brother's house in Depot Dam, Port-Join, and told his brother what he had done. The brother and another unknown man then went to search a canal and found the bodies of Travis and Althea. Jason's body was later found in the afternoon. Hendricks surrendered to the police at the Vredenhoek police station, and soon after he was charged with the murders on the 15th of December 1992. During the trial, a statement of confession was used. Hendricks admitted that he had committed the murders because he was angry with Carol. Now, anger is an emotion we can all relate to. Intrinsically, it's a part of the human experience. Anger, however, must never conquer our emotions to the point of leading to murder, let alone killing 3 innocent children. At the trial, the court heard evidence linking Hendricks to the killings. On the 5th and 6th of September 1996, a Guyanese court found him guilty of murdering the 3 children and sentenced him to death by hanging. The conviction and sentence sparked both relief and outrage in different corners. Relief that justice was served, and outrage at the horror of the crime. Hendricks' case, however, did not end with this conviction. International and human rights avenues were later used to challenge aspects of his trial. A communication was submitted to the UN Human Rights Committee alleging violations of fair trial, including claims about being denied access to counsel and issues around the confession. The committee later published their views around those concerns. Years after the conviction and following avenues of appeal and review, there was a major change. In January 2013, the High Court commuted Hendricks' death sentence to life imprisonment. The terror that gripped the Port-Join community in December 1992 still lives on today. The lives of 3 innocent children were taken, none of which had a chance to grow up and be what they wanted to be, to make their contribution to making the world a better place. However, that does not mean that they will be forgotten. This video serves as a means to reflect, and to remember those amazing lives that were taken far too soon.